as I mentioned, at second stage, and I think it's worth repeating, a small number of matters are still being considered, in particular issues relating to the video recording of child interviews of child interviews for use as evidence in criminal proceedings are being examined, and it was not possible to bring the official amendment today. However, these will be brought forward as soon as possible in either the Senate or the Dáil, and I'd be hoping that it would be in this arena that they would come forward, even though I won't have control over that. That will be very clearly a matter for the Chair in both Houses, but I do think that these issues can be dealt with at that stage. Thank you.
Senator Van Turnhout.
Yeah, just very briefly, it would save me having to bring back an amendment at the next stage. So, just Minister, during the second stage, I ask for your assurance on the definition of forced labour as intended by the INO Convention and as understood in international jurisprudence with respect to offering oneself voluntarily, that it means fully informed and free consent throughout the worker service period. So could you just confirm that for the record, because I think it's just very important to those in the sector that that is the definition that is intended.
I think we dealt with this at the last session in relation to this issue, and at that stage, and I confirm it again, it is informed consent, which is hugely important. It's not. And it's, if I could find it now very quickly, I would.
Fully informed and free consent.
But it is quite clearly there. Yes.
Thank you. No,
yes.
Just for the record, Minister. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Senator Flaherty.
Thanks. Good meeting, Harley. Thank you very much, Minister. I would say that at this stage I take your explanation on why you haven't acceded to the issues we've raised, but at the same time I do reserve the right that we might bring forward amendments at report stage which would reflect some of the thoughts. But just based on what you're saying then, we've discussed on the amendments the repercussions of a budgetary nature that might accrue from the potential amendments that we put forward. But are there any repercussions that might come home to roost if we do not ratify the EU Directive 2011/36/EU fully?